Hey guys, welcome to this behind the scenes tour of our podcasting studio. Come on over here. This is our 4 microphone podcasting studio. But before we even get into that, I want to show you my main microphone that I've used for almost every video that I shoot. This is a DPA D-Fine headset microphone. And this is ideal for live streaming and capturing someone who's going to be moving around in a presentation space. It keeps the microphone right at mouth level, and it is probably the best microphone on the market for recording with a moving subject. I have this included with a Shure belt pack, so I can roam around our live streaming studio. But in a podcasting scenario, it's quite different. And podcasters are very used to having a microphone that they know where it is, they walk right up to it, and they have a headset. So this headset and this microphone are plugged into our digital audio mixer. And today I just kind of want to show you the way we set this up, kind of the thinking behind a 4-person podcasting system, which is also connected to a live streaming system. Now, the live streaming portion of this podcasting system we'll cover in later videos, but today I just want to show you the basics of our podcasting studio. So first of all, the cabling. So as you can see here, this is a Shure headset. It's the SRH240A. It's like a $50 headset, but it does a pretty good job. Each microphone has its own headset. And what that means is, and just to, if you're setting up a podcasting studio, remember to label everything. And you can see right here, I have number 1. If you come over here a little bit, come this chair, you can see I have number 1 labeled here. And I have each pair of cables. This is an XLR cable and an audio cable. This is a, I think it's a 3.5 millimeter cable that is converted to 1/4 inch. We'll show you in a minute. This pair of cables is labeled. And the reason why we do that is when we create a digital audio mixer setup, we need to know exactly which microphone is connected to which cable. And if you come over here, I'm going to show you the back of our mixer. Now this looks a little, I'm not going to lie, it looks a little bit, I still need to do a little bit of cabling here, but you can see here, cable 1, cable 2, cable 3, and cable 4. Now this is cable 5. This is actually coming from our Intel NUC computer. And I'll show you that in a little bit. This computer here is actually our audio effects processor. So that I will show you in a minute why that's set up the way it is. But then over here we also have, again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are audio cables that are going back to the headphones. So what this allows us to do is we know exactly which microphone is which on our audio mixer. So when I talk into this microphone here, look right here, Brian. Show these. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see the levels there? That is number 3. And that's good, and that's what we want to see. So the reason why we have a digital audio mixer instead of just a USB audio interface is we want to create a custom mix for each pair of headphones. And we want to do what's called a mix minus. Now again, we'll talk about that in more videos, but essentially you don't want the podcaster to hear their own voice. Yet you do want them to hear everyone else's microphones and the audio coming from this audio processor. Now, the audio processor, that's really just an Intel NUC computer. It's a Windows computer. Let me show you this in a little bit more detail. This is how we actually pull up and recall our effects. This is called an X Keys 24, and I can click a button, and ta-da, plays. I can click another button, and there's applause. And the reason why that's so nice is because now everyone, it's in reaching distance. If somebody wants to give someone else a little applause, they can do so very quickly and easily. Now, it also pulls our intro and outro for our podcast, allows us to mute everyone else's microphones, and this can actually do camera control as well. Now, I'm not going to be talking about camera control quite yet, but next let me show you the audio mixer just a little bit. Now, we're going to go over a lot of this stuff in upcoming videos, but one of the things I want to show you here is that each channel has its own, this is called an EQ. So we're doing a high pass and a low pass filter so we can really get the audio perfect. Each channel also has a compressor, and you can see that that's on. So we are compressing the audio signal at a certain threshold, and we'll talk about that in a later video. And then finally, we also have a noise gate, and that noise gate is incredibly important. That is on every single microphone. So we're going to show you in this course and all the videos that we're producing here how to tune your podcast to sound very high quality and amazing. And finally, last thing here I want to show you. Inside, once we get to the video production software, each microphone has its own unique input. And the amazing part about that, that's called audio drivers, again, we'll talk about that in a later video as well, is that we can put virtual studio technology plugins, VST3 plugins, onto each one of our inputs. And these VST3 plugins are incredible. These are single button sometimes in many cases, or single level throttles that include all kinds of advanced audio processes, so that you don't have to be an audio engineer or an audio expert to get amazing quality audio. These VST3 plugins will combine things like compressors, EQs, gating, all kinds of different technology into single one button or single little throttles here that you can create amazing audio, whether it's a male or a female. A lot of these VST3 plugins even include profiles. So you can say, oh, I've got a male podcaster, boom, put on the male podcaster EQ, and it's perfect. Now, once the audio comes through to our, the last thing I'll show you here is once the audio comes through our video production software. Yes, this is a video production software so that we can live stream the entire thing. We can simply bring it into Audacity, test 1, 2, 3, and get a high quality video production. So as you probably already know at this point, one of the goals of this studio and podcasting system is to create content without the need to do a ton of post-production. So once it gets into this recording software, we just have some very, very basic effects that we add just to do some equalization, normalize the content just to get the perfect radio quality podcast studio with minimal effort on the post-production end. So that's just a little tour of our podcasting studio to show you how it's set up. I can't wait to show you guys in more detail how everything else works.